HEB is proud to present The Path, the 2018 football season insider show. No store does more than HEB. 20, and they will not catch him today. Brian London shoots through and drills loose the football at the 20-yard line. Drove on by Davis at the 19, and the Bobcats have the big play. For Hayes, he's got the catch inside the 5. Towards the goal line is the end. He's got it. Welcome to Lab People Stadium in Mobile, Alabama. Tonight, the 1-1 Texas State Bobcats look for a winning streak as they open Sun-Belt Conference play against the 0-2 South Alabama Jaguars. Here's the snap to Stewart. A swing of the right leg, high wobbling punt. Angle to the far side, takes a Bobcat roll inside the 20, goes off a Jaguar. That ball is live and is picked up by Texas State. Inside the South Alabama 25-yard line. What a play. Here's the snap, set down, kick is out by Sherman. Line drive kick, but it is on target, and the Bobcats have the early lead in Mobile. 11:54 to go, first quarter. Texas State 3, South Alabama nothing. Out to punt is Wayman. Hands by sides, takes a face mask high snap, swings the left leg, high end over end punt. Fair catch, wait for, and the ball goes off the numbers of Hutch White, picked up by the Jaguars. Inside the 20 at the 18, so both teams now tonight, special teams turnovers. Second and 4 from the Jaguar 49. Jones backpedals to throw, takes off to run now. 40, 30, puts on the Jets. 20, cutting left 10, 5, end zone, touchdown Texas State.
And no mustard on the lettuce. Willie Jones. It was like, I know we're near Mobile Bay in the Gulf of Mexico, a lot of boats in this area. That was the parting of the Red Sea.
And here we go, Orth out of the shotgun. Bobcats stacking the box. Tight covers in the corners. It is a run for more. Up the middle, Brian London says no, sir. Second and 10, Jaguar 41. Jones back to throw, again going deep to the far side. A rainbow pass, and towards the end zone. Is a hold in this time? Yes, it is, by Javen Banks. Touchdown, Texas State. Third down and 7 from their own 45. Orth looking left, a swing pass caught by Moore, and fumbles the football. Near midfield, it is picked up by Texas State. Ishmael Davis has got it, and the Bobcats again have the football inside of Jaguar territory. Out of the gun is Orth. Offset to his left is Mentor. Baker lined up wide to the right. He'll come in motion left. It is a handoff to Mentor up the middle. Mentor diving towards the goal line, and he crosses. Touchdown, South Alabama. Out of the gun, Jones. Two receivers to his right, one flanked out wide left. High snap of the helmet of Jones, throwing to his right for Hutch White. Turns and makes a catch inside the 40. Out of bounds, the Jaguar 38-yard line. What a stripe of the sophomore from Silsby. This a third and 13 for the Jaguar 41. Four wide for the sophomore. Here's a blitz for the Jaguars. A screen caught by Taylor, has blockers. 35 cutting inside 30. Still motoring inside the 30-yard line. Twisted down to the 25. The Bobcats pick up 16 yards, but more importantly, they pick up the first down. Motion again from Javen Banks, left to right. They're going to hand it to Banks, running a sweep, cutting it up inside, and scores. Touchdown, Texas State. Goal to go from the 3. Baker again motions left to right. Inside handoff, Mentor, our counter move, slicing to his left, diving for the goal line, and he's got it. Second time tonight. Touchdown, South Alabama. Second and 5 for the Bobcat 46. It is a run play for Mayo, cutting it back to his right. Fumbles the football. It's still live. The Bobcats say they've got it at the 37-yard line, and they do. It is a run for Taylor. Taylor motors inside of midfield, backs his way to the Jaguar 47-yard line. That's good for 15 first down.
I thought Anthony Taylor had an unbelievable game. He played really well for us. AT's, he's not the fastest guy, but you talk about a tough physical inside runner. He gives us the presence we want in that run game inside.
Jones out of the gun, 3 wide. Play fake, the sophomore throwing it near side. Man open, Hutch White, the catch in stride. Inside the 5, runs into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas State.
Willie Jones dropped in a perfect pass.
Jones out of the shotgun, trips to his right. takes a snap on the quarterback run to his left and runs into a wall of red. No gain, and now Willie Jones hobbling towards the far sideline for the Bobcats. 3rd and 2. 4-man rush, Jaguars. Play fake, pass near side, intercepted. And this will be a pick 6 for Jalen Thompson. Touchdown, South Alabama. Snap, set down, kick is up by Sherman, and it was blocked. After a low snap, ball is lobbed and picked up by Lawrence. Running to the 15 to the 20 at the sideline, and he is drilled by Mason Hayes at the 30-yard line. Here is the snap set down by Waitman. Kick is up, end over, in kick towards the uprights, and the kick is perfect. And the Bobcat lead once at 14, now down to 5, 31-26.
Coach Woods has like a quote that he always uses. That kind of like, it's not about the quality of your good plays, it's about the quality of your bad plays, because those are ones that get you beat. So if your bad plays, you know, busted coverages and you only give up 15 yards, you can live with that. But if you're giving up touchdowns, like when you mess up, it hurts. Like it negates all the good that you did if you hold them for 2 downs, 3 downs, and then they score.
4th out of the shotgun, 2 receivers either way. Snap is back. Here's a rush. A screen is caught. That's Minter, and he is slammed down by London, dragged out of the 45-yard line. Bobcats read that play perfectly. A loss of 7. Orth takes a low snap, picks it up off the ground, throwing deep towards the end zone. The pass is left for and caught for the touchdown. 4-man Jaguar rush. Jones deep drop, throws near side, pass intercepted by Thompson. 20, 10, 5, and they'll mark him out of bounds out to 4. Jalen Thompson's 2nd pick today, and the Jaguars are minute 44 away from the first win of 2018.
We did some things good. We did some things not so good. So we got to keep getting better, and hopefully we can learn from this one and get better as the season goes on.
Final score from Lapeople Stadium, South Alabama 41, Texas State 31.
I'm Brett Ramsey. I've worked at H-E-B for over 40 years. Here, our team developed the Cody brand. These are coolers and tumblers that really stack up against other high-performance brands. They're as tough as Texas and perfect for all the things we love. And made with the highest quality at the best price, or we wouldn't put the H-E-B name on it. So enjoy keeping it cold without getting burned by the price. This is the Cody department at H-E-B. No store does more than my H-E-B.
When you're ready for a car that's kayak friendly, or you're just ready for a downsize, we approve. UFCU, with rates that challenge the big guys and people who understand your journey. We have auto loans for whatever life you want to live. Apply today at ufcu.org/myauto.
Hear that? That's 50,000 Texans. That's how many of us pick Texas Oncology every year. Every one of us has a story just like mine, about being so much more than just a patient. So start your story with Texas Oncology and see why they're my team.
Obviously frustrating to not come away with a win Saturday. Positives on our end. I felt like we did some things that we wanted to get done in the game. We wanted to have a few more explosive plays. We wanted to have a couple plays in the passing game where we took shots down the field, and we were successful doing that a little bit more than we have in the first 2 ball games. I felt like we ran the ball fairly efficiently in the ball game. Saturday. We could have run it better. We still have too many negative plays in the run game that give our rushing total makes it take a step back some. I felt like Willie Jones did some really good things in the ball game, played fairly well. I think we threw the ball to 9 different receivers or more. Defensively, I felt like we did a good job stopping the runs that we felt like we needed to stop in the run game. A lot of different misdirection type runs. I felt like our interior did a really good job of stopping the run there. We got, I think, a couple turnovers, 2 turnovers. We felt like that we could get the ball out from their running backs, and we were able to do that. We cut down on penalties. I think we had 6 for 50-some-odd yards, where our opponent had 15 for 140-something yards. And to be honest with you, I thought there were 5 more penalties that weren't called that could have been called. On the negative side, I felt like we sputtered there offensively there between the middle of the second quarter to about the middle of the third quarter. For some odd reason, we couldn't get a rhythm to what we wanted to do. They did a good job of stopping our run game, which was, what we wanted to do to help ourselves throw the football down the field. So we need to find a way to continue to gain momentum when we have momentum, and we did not do that in the second quarter going into the third quarter. There's about 9 plays in the game. Obviously, we muffed a punt that gave them 3 points, but there's about 9 plays in the game that cost us 35 points. 9 plays total. I mean, you take those 9 plays out of the game, totally different ball game. We muff a punt. We make just bust a coverage, just very simple bust a coverage, which costs us another 7 points. We don't score the touchdown on Series 1. We get 3 instead of 7 when receiver's wide open, and we don't make the catch. We knock each other off on a ball thrown on middle of the field closed defense, which no quarterback should ever throw the ball down the middle of the field when you got a safety standing in the middle of it, and the corner knocks the safety off, and they run down, they score a touchdown after a PI on 3rd down and 7, which gives them 1st and goal on the 7. We throw 2 interceptions, 1 for a touchdown, and 1 that gives them another touchdown. So 35 points on about 9 plays. Defensively, there were 65 gradable plays. This is an alarming stat, and Coach Woods did a good job of doing this on the bus. There were 65 gradable plays. 60 of those plays, they averaged 2.9 yards with 191 total yards. 5 plays, they averaged 191 yards, 38.2 yards per play. So think about that. As a defense, you play 60 or 65 plays, and 5 of those plays, you give up the same amount that you give up in the 60. And they're really all simple. Really, really simple things that can be corrected, which is the pleasant thing is they can be corrected, but the unpleasant thing is why. And we tried to find the why out today and tomorrow. Last night and today, and we're a lot closer than we've been going into game 4 than we have before. So we just got to correct and not play ourselves again. Again, take us off the schedule so we can play our opponent and not us too. If we can do that, we'll be a better football team.
Baby steps are cool, but at some point you got to take leaps and bounds, and get to where you want to go. I feel like we're just at the point where it's not enough to get better or progress. It's time to put up or shut up.
Show off your tailgating skills and team pride, and you could win a $100 H-E-B gift card and bragging rights. To participate, all you have to do is show your team spirit by decking out your tailgate site and displaying H-E-B products in a creative way.
The Learfield Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or at L Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
We come from many different places to the green hills of Texas. We bring our dreams, our ambitions, and a desire to do more. We put in the work every day because winning takes preparation, teamwork, and leadership. Our sweetest victories are in developing new technologies, solving problems, honing our talents, and sharing what we learn. At Texas State University, winning is making our tomorrow better than today.
A good portion of Texas State's coaching staff is made up of former Division I football players. Head coach Evan Withers played defensive back at Appalachia State. Quarterbacks coach Brett Elliott was a quarterback at the University of Utah. And Ron Antoine played wide receiver at Colorado State. A former receiver for the Rams now coaches them here at Texas State.
So for guys who have stuff coming up in this next week, right, okay, or just in general after I get the academic reports. So Stone, right, tomorrow, right, as soon as Stone gets in here, Stone's got a quiz in business finance, okay? Some of you guys are in the same class, so we need to make sure that you're getting the tutoring, or if you can double up and get and help each other, you need to help each other. All right, so this is a cut-up, okay? This is a cut-up of the game. Release the guy outside, get him 20 yards downfield, look how much running. He can work on these guys that are working on you and that guy. Everybody got it? When he starts to release, hey there, you got to do what? Rip and what? Rip and run the numbers. Rip and run the numbers. There you go. Let's go, Frank. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Hurry up. Is that the foot you're going to have back? Okay, walk. Walk through it. Set, go, walk. Boom, boom, boom. Okay? You got to watch that crossover right there because you're not going to have a lot of power, right? So it got to be left, right, left, right. Okay, you ready? Set, go. Get it, get it. Boom. Good, that's it. Good. Here we go, here we go, here we go. Now, rapid fire. We're going to pick the speed up of the reps. Pick the speed up of the reps. Attack him, attack him, attack him. Rip. Good. Set, go, attack him, good, and that's it, good, nice. Here we go, let's go, Keyston, set, go, attack him, good. Keyston, when you attack him and you're going with speed, give him a little 1-2, and then and that 1-2 is gonna take you into the rip. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Good, got that one, right? Step, step. Hey, Tyrone, you gotta go this way now, you going in here. Go this way. Go, Chandler, go, Chandler, go win the drill. Hey, Chandler. Chandler. Hey, we're here to win the drill. Win the drill. Put some East Texas on it. Now make a move. That's it, now go. Finish the drill. There you go. Hey, chain, that's better. Come on, TJ Graham. Elbow tight, elbow tight. Now make a move. There you go. Good, there you go. Hold, Bedford. Hold, run. Oh, hey, TJ, when you got a chance to go beat him with speed, go ahead and take it. You know what I'm saying? You let that big guy catch up and make a play. Hey, give me 2 steps in there. Give me a little 2 more steps right there. Attack your man, pressure coverage. That's it, we'll take 6.
Hey Bobcats, make sure to show your love and follow the Bobcats on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and their YouTube channel.
We come from many different places to the green hills of Texas. We bring our dreams, our ambitions, and a desire to do more. We put in the work every day because winning takes preparation, teamwork, and leadership. Our sweetest victories are in developing new technologies, solving problems, honing our talents, and sharing what we learn. At Texas State University, winning is making our tomorrow better than today.
What makes college football so special? Some say it's the pageantry, others say it's the history, but many say it's the rivalries. USC versus Notre Dame, Ohio State against Michigan, Alabama against Auburn. Well, the Bobcats have had their share of rivalries over the years as the Division II team against Texas A&M Kingsville. In the Southland Conference days, a rivalry against Sam Houston State. The Bobcats once played for a trophy for a paddle against Nicholls State. So who do they consider to be their rival now? Well, I can tell you, it's UTSA. Sure, they've only played 2 games against each other on the football field, but judging by the crowds from those 2 games, you swear they've played 200. There's a mutual dislike for one another, a disdain rooted in sure proximity, but also in the history between hundreds of games played on the basketball court, the baseball diamond, and the soccer field. Steps up, he'll run it, looking for the corner of the end zone, not going to get there. Jashawn running, chopped him down to the 4-yard line to bring up 4th and goal. Handoff Rhodes running left, and he is denied. Gabe Lloyd. Snap to Williams, handoff Anthony Smith. No, play fake, pass is caught over the middle. Jeremiah Haydell, touchdown, Texas State. And pressured and sacked back at the 19. Sturm, and he's thrown back, loses the football. The Bobcats recover at the 40-yard line.
It's rivalry games. It's always a different kind of intensity about them. And being in San Antonio, a lot of people coming out to the game. I got a lot of friends on the UTSA team, so like the trash talk has already started. So I'm excited for it.
So here at Texas State, it's Beat UTSA Week, and in San Antonio, it's Beat Texas State Week. Whether you bleed maroon and gold or blue and orange, there's no denying that this is your red-letter game. And Game 3 of the series kicks off Saturday at 6 in the Alamo Dome. For the Path Texas State Football, I'm Brian Freeman.
The Learfield Directors Cup, the highly recognized mark of distinction in college athletics across all divisions, both men's and women's sports. Follow your favorite team's pursuit for excellence in this prestigious annual award through thedirectorscup.com, USA Today, or at L Directors Cup on Twitter or Facebook. Learfield Directors Cup, the crowning achievement in college athletics since 1993.
Welcome back to The Path, Texas State football. The Bobcats' final game of the month of September takes them south at I-35 for the I-35 showdown against rival UTSA. For more on the game, we're now joined by Andy Everett from the UTSA Sports Network. Andy, thanks for joining us. Let's start by getting your overall scope of the team out to an 0-3 start this season, but against a really tough schedule, all the games coming against teams out of the Power 5 conferences. What have you been able to take away from UTSA's start given that tough schedule?
Well, I think the fact of the first of the matter is the team is incredibly young. There have been times this year where they've had up to 9 guys at one point on the field that either played none or very little the last year or the year before. Some of them never played college football at all. So the team is very young offensively. They're still searching, I think, for to get back to their identity, which is running the football. They were able to do it a little bit against Baylor, a little bit against Kansas State, but not at all against Arizona State. And so there's a bunch of things that they have to get worked out with these young guys. And they have a lot of talent. So they're very excited about how this team's going to develop, not only in the future, but as this season plays out. So right now, they're such a really young team offensively. Defensively, the front six is pretty good. They lose Marcus Davenport from last year, but the guys that replace him and the depth that they have, they don't really miss that as much as you would miss a dominant player because they have so many people there that can kind of plug that in. The secondary is still a work in progress with a lot of young guys that have never played together. Some have had some game experience, but right now they're learning it's really tough to cover wide receivers at the Power 5 level. And take nothing to do with the rest of the schedule, but UTSA, I think, understands that they're not going to play any teams going forward, possible exception North Texas at the end of the year, that have as many Power 5 conference talented players as the three teams they played.
Now, Andy, you mentioned a youth movement for UTSA, so a learning curve is to be expected, but as you alluded to, third-year head coach Frank Wilson is excited about the potential of this young football team. So who are some of these first-year guys that have stood out so far?
Well, B.J. Daniels has been as good as advertised. He had a terrific spring. He's the backup running back, and he started the Baylor game with Galen Rhodes coming off of an injury from the Arizona State game. They have a freshman wide receiver in Tyke Ogle-Kellogg that is a terrific wide receiver, true freshman. And their offensive line has been okay. It's not been great, but they like what they see there. And again, there's only a couple of players on that offensive line that have any real experience.
You referenced the loss of Marcus Davenport to the NFL. Also, a lot of key players in the secondary lost from a year ago. On the offensive side of the football, losing a veteran quarterback like Dalton Sturm also leaves big shoes to fill. And for UTSA so far, that's been JUCO transfer quarterback Cordell Grundy. What has he shown you so far this season?
Well, I think the thing that separates him from DJ Gillens is just kind of knowledge of the offense, command of the team in the huddle, being able to get players in the right place at the right time, and doing all that in 40 seconds. And he got to go through spring practice, he got to go through summer practice, and then obviously the fall training camp. So right now, Grundy's the guy, and I think he's starting to get a little bit of comfort with the speed of the game going from junior college to Division I football.
Now, Andy, you've covered both football games between Texas State and UTSA and a number of basketball games between the two schools. How much have you enjoyed covering this rivalry, and what do you expect the atmosphere to be like in the Alamo Dome on Saturday?
College football is about fandom, it's about tradition, it's about whatever it is that is unique at your school. I don't care what your tradition is, at whatever school you're at, whatever things you do that separate you from other schools and that maybe your opponents or your rivals will think is a little bit weird or a little bit corny. It's your identity, and you own it. And when you put that together in a college football atmosphere, I think that's what makes this sport so great. And so anytime you're able to put UTSA and Texas State together, a rivalry that's been going on in basketball and other sports since the inception of the program playing, it's always great. And it always brings a lot of fans together and a lot of people together that want to have a good time. And I expect we'll have a great crowd in the Alamo Dome because I think both schools will do well. I remember in 2012 when Texas State was here, it was almost 39,000 that showed up. And when you get that many people in the Dome, it's a very loud building anytime, but especially with that many people in there. And it really makes for an exciting game.
All right, Andy, thanks. That's going to do it for this week's show. Tune in for our next show for a full recap of the game against UTSA and for a preview of the Bobcats' next game against conference rival Louisiana. Until then, I'm Brain Freeman saying trust the path. We'll see you next time. HEB is proud to present The Path, the 2018 football season insider show. No store does more than HEB.